Wakkanai, Japan! It's really cold, minus 3.8. It took me probably 4 or 5 hours to get my bike up and running, but I got something that's running. I haven't eaten since I don't even know when. I'm exhausted. I've been traveling for 2 days straight, but I'm so excited! Woo! Pumped with adrenaline, I was off. I wasn't sure what was going to lay ahead, but I soon found out that there was plenty of snow to keep me occupied as the kilometers rolled along. The miles were tough, but the days were good. I battled the snow, the wind, and the ice, but the people were very friendly. I think it used to be a bus. I think it is a bus stop. But there were plenty of bus stops along the way. Does sleeping in a bus stop make me a bum? I'm not sure about that. Maybe. I gotta say, I like the way the Japanese do things. Let's not go over the mountain, let's go through it! Endless tunnels. And I asked the guy if I could sleep in this room. His name was Suzuki, and he said yes. Suzuki, what a boss. Got me some chicken, some nuts, and Japanese beer. Next up, I'm going to teach you how to make a very simple, very effective, and very cheap meal. First up, boil some pasta. Once the pasta is cooked, add some oil. Oil has lots of calories in it and is good energy for cycling. Next up, add some flavored salt. I use the leftover package from instant noodles. It's great to replenish the salt you lose when sweating during a bicycle ride. And that's it. Sit back and enjoy. And of course, add some canned fish for protein. The distance went by, but it was not always easy, as I struggled with being away from home. By far the most emotionally tough day. At about 40 kilometers, I had to stop. I was crying my eyes out, missing Alicia. The first week was tough emotionally, but I continued on, and cycling always seemed to help. This is just the favorite part of my day. Putting on cold, wet, frozen socks and shoes. Mornings are usually quite tough, but when you get a nice sunrise like that, they're alright. Well, it's late, I'm tired of running around, so I decided I'm gonna sleep under an overpass. It'll probably be loud, but the really, really funny thing is that it is right beside, well, it looks like a casino. This I've been waiting for a while. And finally take off my winter tires and put on a regular tire. And just like that, the snow was gone after a week of hard pedaling. And at the end of the day, there was little rest, as I had to make my dinner, pitch my tent, and prepare my sandwiches and hot water for the following day's ride. Well, this is it. Day 10 on the road. Heading into Tokyo today. It's just after 6 a.m. I'm really excited to get there. A lot of my stuff is really dirty. I could use a shower and everything. It'd be nice to have a few days off. I just look really excited to hit the road. 135 kilometers to go to Tokyo. Yeah! And I was Tokyo bound. "1,300 kilometers later, and I was in Tokyo. It was time for some much needed rest and food, and some sightseeing. However, I was still struggling being away from home, and I seriously doubted whether I'd be able to continue or not. I was very, very close to booking a flight home and calling it quits, but I decided to be patient with myself, continue to rest, and I met up with a friend the following day. Okay, so I'm in Tokyo with a friend from high school, Ari, and she's taking me to this, what is it called? Asakusa, and it's like an outdoor, how would you describe it? It's like a bizarre sort of thing. Yeah. And she's actually never been here before, so this is cool for both of us. So we're gonna check it out. There's this giant temple, or shrine.
A gate.
A gate. Kinda there. And what is this thing called, Ari?
人形焼き.
Okay, I'm not gonna try to repeat that. And let's see. Okay, so Ari and I are eating soba, and she doesn't really know how to translate it into English, but it looks like a noodle. So we're gonna give it a shot. I'm also sitting on the floor, Japanese style. I don't quite have the flexibility in my legs for that, but we'll give it a shot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the food. The journey almost ended in Tokyo, but I decided to be patient with myself and continue on for another week or so. I was nervous and excited about the next chapter of my adventure.